Tell me and I forget. Teach me and I remember. Involve me and I learn. This quote by Benjamin Franklin is the concept behind my personal beliefs on learning and teaching, and why today I'm here to talk to you about constructivism in the classroom. Throughout my presentation, I will discuss my belief in further detail, how constructivism theory can be applied in the classroom, and the impacts that this has on students' learning. My beliefs and values around learning and teaching were shaped through my past experiences with educators while passing through the education system. Mr. Smith was a teacher who I can confidently say taught me how to learn through the constructivist approach. This has now shaped the way I look, think, and feel about my learning and teaching philosophies. My personal beliefs on learning are that every student has the right to learn, that students learn best through student-to-student interaction, where they can openly express their thoughts and opinions without being marked right or wrong, that learning is fun and should be fun, and that students learn based on personal beliefs and experiences, not just through reading textbooks. The quote, "Learning is maximised when students are given choice, freedom, and the opportunity to make mistakes within the classroom community," further elaborates my beliefs on teaching. This is something I wish to implement in my classrooms, and as I feel that freedom and the opportunity to make mistakes best prepares our students for futures. As an educator, we need to be able to cater for all students, as not all students learn the same. We need to develop students into independent, creative thinkers and problem solvers. We need to create a classroom that encourages student independence with a guidance approach as an educator, where tests and exams are eliminated and the focus is on a different means of students understanding material, such as presentations and projects, which encourages self-esteem and involvement in the classroom. The constructivism theory aligns with my personal beliefs and values on learning and teaching, in that it supports the notion that knowledge is not innate, passively absorbed, or invented, but rather constructed by the learner, as explained by Yilmaz 2008. The constructivism theory can be summarized by the idea that learners are active in constructing their own knowledge of the world, and that new knowledge is learnt through past knowledge. That learners are not empty vessels into which knowledge can be transferred. Instead, they construct their own understanding of the world around them. That the teaching method applied is student-centered and not instructor-centered. The student acts as a guide rather than a source of knowledge, and that students are learning through exploration and problem solving. Project-based learning, PBL, is a constructivist approach to teaching which can be implemented into classrooms. PBL is processed in 4 steps. Students are given open-ended problems and grouped into peers of 4 to 8. The group develops theories to solve problems. Learners work independently to come up with solutions, and then regroup to compare solutions to develop a plan. As stated by Scott, 2015, learners are more successful at acquiring new competencies when they build strong metacognitive abilities, react objectively on new concepts learned, and integrate that information with their existing knowledge and skills. This process of adapting new knowledge for their own use and incorporating it into their existing conceptual frameworks will support further learning. This is important as PBL positively impacts students' learning. When students are encouraged to share their extra knowledge to other students, it allows everyone in the group to benefit off one another's knowledge, as mentioned by Pagan 2006. Students are motivated to participate in PBL as they will not be punished or put down if they aren't correct. Therefore, students will develop a growth mindset. If students get put down when they make a mistake, then later on it can affect their self-esteem and ability to share new ideas, as mentioned by Pagan 2006. Instead, they communicate and work on their collaborative skills, develop argumentation and problem-solving skills, which are all missing from traditional teaching methods, as mentioned by Bynes 1992A. Mr. Smith taught me these skills, which is why now I have such a strong belief that this needs to be implemented into this generation's learning environment. The negative impacts that can be seen through PBL is due to the lack of structure. It causes loss of objectivity that accompany traditional teaching methods. This becomes an issue to those students who excel in environments where there is routine and structure. Without routine, these students withdraw themselves from the classroom environment. The lack of ability to accurately measure a student's knowledge on the subjects being taught is due to assessment methods being highly subjective, whereas traditional assessments and exams are objective in comparison, as mentioned by Pagan 2006. Pagan 2006 elaborates on this and states that the teachers aren't able to keep track of those students who aren't competent with the tasks given. Kircher, Sweller, Clark 2006 stated that when students learn in classrooms with pure discovery methods and minimal feedback, they often become lost and frustrated, and their confusion can lead to misconceptions. Through a study conducted by Kircher, Sweller, Clark 2006, they were able to conclude that PBL students generated more errors as they had less coherent explanations. I strongly feel that the constructivist theory has a real place in learning environments for ensuring that students are equipped with the essential skills required for the future. Through PBL, students learn how to socially engage with others, which builds their confidence, creates independent thinkers and learners, effective problem solvers, which all align with my values that I wish to implement as a teacher. Removing the traditional grading methods are productive and shouldn't determine the manner in which we teach our students to learn. I do acknowledge that the constructivist classroom isn't a learning environment in favour for all, but the benefits far outweigh the negative connotations.